small update to the previous video. I'm just going to show you how you can use PicTrix Bezier to draw this stuff instead of using Bezier Pro. Magic Bevel. So okay, let's turn that like that, and I'm just going to put that one here actually, and scale that a bit down. All right. So now I guess we should be able to. Guess I can't start using it now. The plugin is called PicTrix Bezier, and what we're going to do here is we're going to use extrude, and let's see. I'm just going to reset this just to be sure that I got the default. And instead of line, we're going to use extrude. Okay, so click here and here, and you pretty much do what you would do in Illustrator. So you can see I get a point here, 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 here. So a circle has 4 points here, 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 and here. And continue going that way about it. We're going to adjust this later on anyway. You can see that I'm adding this to the sides and the top and the bottom. Alright, so it's just easier, I guess, to adjust this. It creates a nicer curve faster. And like I said before, the important thing is the outcome. It's not really important that, or it's not that important in this case, that you follow the shape. It's important thing is that the shape, the curve actually looks good. Okay. Now there was a plugin before, not PicTrix Bezier, C-Worm Light actually, or C-Worm, that could scale the thickness of these as well. Bezier only has tapering, so you can only make it thinner in at the end of the curve. But anyway, I did try it. I did try C-Worm Light 32-bit, but it didn't quite work as I expected, because putting the thickness where the knots are doesn't really help you all that much, I think, at least from my short test. Sometimes, yeah, I got some snap pixel range here, so I'm just going to set that to 0. It just means that it snaps actually to this or that area, or it's just like grid snap, same thing. I think that's good. I can reduce the segments here, so you can see that. Guess I need to turn this one off as well. Yeah, so you can set the segments that I want, but I can increase the segments right here by using uniform mini segments, and that will actually increase the segments in these corners. It is quite cool actually, and a very nice feature. I'm just trying constantly to remind myself that, hey, what's important here is that this curve looks good and not that it necessarily follows the old curve. Okay. Well, I'm satisfied with that, I think. Actually, this was much better than the magic bevel curve I made. I guess that makes sense as well. So we can basically make a perfect curve here. I wonder if I can. Okay, so I got extrude here, but if I switch for tube and then, let's see, where is it? Then change this radius. Yeah. And I can change the segments here as well. 2 segments. I'm gonna have at least 4. Okay, I'm gonna use 8. I'm gonna create 8 segments. So we got that one, and I'm satisfied. So I'll just hit return. Actually, you can. I believe you can save those files as well. Maybe it would be a good idea for future LightWave to actually save these settings automatically. Anyway, take this one, copy it to another layer, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to take that, this, and no, this, and that one. I'm going to loop and delete. And that makes, you can see that now it's square. So if I delete these leftovers, you can see that that's something like that. So that's a good start point. Should have that here as well. Take that one, and delete, and loop and polygon. So I believe this was faster than the magic bevel trick. Faster and more accurate. Now this pretty much runs down to the same. So I can loop, no, okay, loop, nope. If that doesn't work, then I'm just gonna expand that one and create a weight here, adjust weight 100, and we'll check the weight shade. And we're doing the same thing that we did before. Where's my map? Weight blur. This could be, say, 30. Oh, that wasn't enough. 60. Okay. What I can do here now is I can use, oops, doing everything. I can use weight map fall off and use the Action Center mouse to scale this one down. Not sure why this is happening. Maybe I need to merge some points here. No. Okay, something is going on right here. I'm going to fix that later on. Anyway, this is, you can shrink this by doing that. That's one way of doing it. Also, you can, like shown earlier, you can tweak this a bit. Just manually. So you got something like that. I'm not really sure what's up with this line here. What is that line? Okay. Just delete it. Yeah, so you can adjust that by doing that. I'm just going to reset, oops, I'm going to reset that weight map, just clear that out by typing in a set vertex map value. And let's see now, I'll take this one and loop, no, I always get that wrong. I'll expand the selection. Yeah, I think that's okay. Actually, what I realize now is that this one is not in the middle. Not sure how I missed that. So take this guy again, and move this one up like that. Right, fixed. And set the weight map value here of not 1,000 but 100. And weight blur it 100. I don't know. Weight blur. Yeah, I guess. And as I showed you earlier, what you do is you take this guy here and this guy here, or maybe this one, and you select that path. That's under selection and select path. And what I'll do now, so I'll use the fall off of a weight map. Hold down Control and move that out. And now you can see that, just like in the other video, it creates a very nice shape. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Select that path, use the move tool with the weight map fall off, and hold down Control and move that out like this. Now this is not, now it doesn't really follow this 100%, but as I said, the important thing is that it looks good, not that it necessarily is 101% the same shape. Okay, so let's clear this one again, and take this one. Let's see, what am I going to do here? I'm really not sure. I'm just going to try to go this way about it. Seems here that I have some kind of offset in the background. I screwed up somehow. You can see that these are moving inwards, and I didn't really want for that to happen. Oh, now I know. It's because well, it doesn't really matter. What I'll do, I just selected that one edge, that's why it happened. Anyway, so let's just expand that and delete. Fixed. I could just thicken that later on anyway. Okay, do this over again. Take this one, that one, and select that path. I'm kind of ahead of myself here because I need to take this one first now. Expand that selection. Set weight map. Contract this a bit. Set a weight map value here of 100. I guess I should just make a shortcut for that as well. Or a script. Alright. So map, weight blur, 50 maybe. Why didn't that work? Oh, because I got the edges selected. Weight blur, 50. Let's take some trial and error, really. I'll take this path here that we selected and use a weight map. We'll go like that. I'm going to do the same thing to this side here. Move to a weight map, fall off, and hold down Control and move that down. You can see here that the artist has made this very thick right here. So it's up to you really how you want to deal with that. Also, I can see that this area right here is not quite what I want. I think I'll just, instead of creating a weight map, I'll just use a network tool and drag that out. Might actually be more accurate as well. I'm kind of not satisfied with how this one turned out. So I'm actually going to use the network tool there as well. Well, maybe that's good enough. So you can see how this is starting to look the same as the other method we used. Looks like we've got some offset here. So I'm just going to take all of these and select one point, and I could just show it really. And or is it align? Modify, align, and choose this one. So now these are in the same position. Yeah, and then we'll thicken that. Is this the thickener tool? Yeah. Go something like that. And again, you can hit tab and get that. And like I showed in the other video, you can do create different use different techniques here and maybe thicken that one, for example, in that area. You can do that by creating a weight map. Okay. Not quite sure what I did wrong here. Well, certainly something I did wrong. Merge. I think it's a bug or something like that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear that map actually. Do that over again. I think now it should work. Set to 100% that weight map. Yeah. So not quite sure why that happens, but okay. Set this to 50%. Whoops. And use this fall off with the stretch tool. Go here, use the action center selection for this one, hold down control and move up. And you can see that we got some funky stuff going on. To make this more interesting, I guess, we can loop this one and bandsaw or something like that. This one. So it looks like that instead. Looks more interesting, I guess. So that's the other technique, using PX Bezier. Bit more precise.